Then we have a question from Kamran Hussein. He's saying, what is the worst case scenario? Good question. Good question.
Okay, yeah, that's a great question. I like questions like this because I can talk about, in traditional research, you're supposed to talk about your view and your risks to your view. Okay.
Mhm.
Some people call that hedging. I call it balance. So here's the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is that somebody like Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders get elected in the United States, and they come out and say that they're going to institute a wealth tax. That means they're going to call your bank. They're not going to call you. They're going to call the IRS. They're going to call your bank and say, send us 10% of everybody's accounts. Everybody. Wow. Just like a tax levy from the IRS.
Anybody over a particular income, right?
Yeah. Or everybody, right? I mean, if you have $100 in the bank, you lose $10. If you have $1 billion in the bank, it's a bigger sum. So they could just say, everybody's going to chip in 10%. Okay. And if people are afraid that that's coming, everybody's got to get 10% of their money into a hard crypto wallet really quick. I'm sorry, a cold crypto wallet or even an exchange. Cause, I don't think the government has the capacity to say, send us 10% of everybody's Bitcoin. They don't, that's not how, they don't have that capability yet. So crypto could go ballistic. And in the worst case scenario is they could come out and basically just say, we're shutting it down. No more Coinbase, no more Bitcoin, done. And everybody who likes it's like some people, I make a joke that they don't build the wall near Mexico. That's not built to keep people out. That's built to keep us in. Okay. So that's the worst case scenario, is that they make it illegal.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen just based on the advancements I've seen in regulation and compliance in the US. I mean, from traveling the world, the US is definitely behind, right? They're behind the game, but they are taking strides. But I, myself included, I mean, I don't really swing it to a particular party. I'm an independent, but the high taxes, all the policies I'm seeing for taxes does scare me. Right. I mean, I'm all for improving society and all that stuff. But I mean, when politicians talk about issuing a 70% tax to the wealthy, I mean, that in a way almost disincentivizes people from pursuing the American dream almost.
Right. Actually, there's no almost about it. That is what they could do. And they could not only do it, but they may have to do it. So that's the worst case scenario. But, here at Token Metrics, we want to give you a balanced view, and there is a lot to be positive, especially in this case where, I don't think these people, they can try to make crypto illegal, but they could read the blockchain for themselves. A firm called Chainalysis in New York. They help the government read the blockchain all day long. That's how they catch criminals, because it's all there on the blockchain. That's why it's good. So, I don't know that that necessarily is going to happen, but that is the risk to crypto.